I wonder if we're gonna have any of the same numbers. Because like obviously I want to do a blind rank, but I want to see what you guys ranked like your top 5 favorite trilogies.
Yeah. I think we might be in for some fun.
I had to narrow it down to a lot of trilogies, and I landed on 18.
But we can't do like Avatar and Dune yet because they're
No,
not like
No, no,
full
no.
trilogies
no,
because
no, no,
those
no.
are gonna be like
1 and 2.
No.
Yeah. Seth,
Dune. You don't
Dune.
think Dune?
Dune could be there, but my thing is like Lord of the Rings, dude. There's so many.
But so far for me, like, are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Didn't know if we started it yet.
Yeah.
So far for me, Dune is on par with
I agree.
Lord of the Rings. Like,
agree.
and Lord of the Rings goes more into, like, obviously the story's crazy, right? The story's good, great performances all around. But then, like, score, cinematography, like, it's a beautiful film.
Yeah.
All three of them. And for me, Dune so far, I think maybe The Fellowship is a better overall movie than Dune Part 1, but
Yeah.
Dune Part 2 is definitely better than The Two Towers.
I wouldn't say definitely. I think it's better, but like this is my personal opinion. I don't think anything in Dune 2 is as good as the Battle of Helm's Deep. That's my personal opinion. I can understand why someone might be different, but for me, watching that battle, I could watch that battle over and over. I will say, like, there's certain pieces of Dune 2 that rival it. Like, and overall, I think from start to finish, Dune 2 is a better movie. But the Battle of Helm's Deep, I hate to say it, but if you told me if you had to pit any part of Dune 2 against that, I would pick that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, which is fair. So, like, if we look at it as a bar graph, or sorry, not a bar graph, a line graph, right? Dune 2 is constantly going up, right?
Yeah.
Like it never really levels out. Like from the start of that movie, it just continuously gets better. Whereas I feel like The Two Towers kind of plateaus, like stays here for a little bit, and then obviously the end skyrockets it.
Well, I think, but I also
like,
think it will be interesting after we see Two Towers this weekend to like reevaluate that too. Because I rewatched, when was the last time you rewatched the Two Towers?
it's probably been like 3 years.
Because I rewatched it about like beginning of the year and like it bangs so hard that I think it might be interesting to see. But that's always
Yeah.
the case, right?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Do you ever remember the game Quiz Up? Did you ever play that? Mm-mm. You played that, right, Land? I was #1 in Utah when that game was at its peak for Lord of the Rings,
King?
like trilogy stuff.
Return of the King, dude, him.
I was him.
By the way, welcome back. Episode 27. It's Movie Time Podcast. Today we are talking our favorite trilogies, best trilogies. We're going to do a blind rank of trilogies. And we're also going to review Caught Stealing. I am not. These two are because I didn't see it.
Seth just decided he hated movies last week and just didn't go.
That is the case.
Yeah.
100%. Before we review Caught Stealing, though, catch me up. Weekend. You guys went to Bear Lake. How was it?
Went to Bear Lake, hung out, watched some college football. We're back.
We are back.
Yeah, that's about it,
I
honestly.
did some digging.
Yeah,
Of course.
call me Stanley Yelnats. You got to go and dig those holes.
I mean, yeah.
D-I-G. Dig. One of the hardest moments in any movie ever.
ARMPI to the T. What is that? You smelling dog? That's me. I
dude.
don't take showers and I don't brush my teeth.
If you guys could smell what happened to me when I was in Disneyland,
Did you yourself?
I smelled horrendous. No, but I did take 8 shits on Sunday in Disneyland.
That's horrendous.
you know
I've
what's-
never pooped one time at Disneyland, and I've
Well, let
been
me
over
tell you why I
60
think it
times,
is.
Probably.
I don't eat much. Like, I always just like forget to eat or something comes up or whatever. Disneyland, first day at DCA,
Went crazy.
like 6 churros,
King.
Earl of Sandwich,
Busting. 10 out of 10. Did you get the Caesar salad wrap?
always. And then,
Not the move.
I
but-
know, but it's my move and I like it. And then, of course, you already know what we had to do when it came time. Got that room service. Hot honey pizza, extra hot honey.
Crazy.
Buffalo chicken wings.
Crazy.
Chicken tenders.
Crazy.
Freaking fries.
Sounds like a good time.
Couple Diet Cokes in the brain.
Some Diet Coke.
I was insane, dude.
I'm happy for you.
But yeah, we all had good weekends. Disneyland at max capacity is not the move, though. We got to walk onto every ride all day till 6. Then it hit max capacity within like 15 minutes. And I thought I was going, like, I don't get...
Seth almost went and used that rope in the Haunted Mansion.
That's crazy. I typically don't get bad anxiety in Disney anymore. But like, I had it because it went from 0 to 100 so quickly. My anxiety skyrocketed because I was like, holy cow, like, how are there this many people here? But no, it was a good weekend. You know, happy Labor Day to everyone.
Thanks.
Speaking of laboring, you both labored over caught stealing in a theater. Doesn't actually work that well, but
It was a good attempt, though. I respect it.
why don't you guys, for the first time ever on the It's Movie Time podcast, Seth is not going to talk until they're done reviewing the movie. I'm going to hand the ball over to Landon to start.
Look, the movie's fun, okay? The way that it has like the full circle moment was probably one of my favorite things about it.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, Austin Butler, he's a superstar. Like, he is one of the best actors right now.
Do you want to know? I saw some discourse online of people saying that Austin Butler's not actually that good of an actor. He's just attractive. And I just simply disagree with that.
Then explain Fade Rotha to me, because that is an insane performance.
I mean, he even killed it as Elvis. Like, don't get me wrong. Austin Butler might be one of the best looking men on earth right now. But also, he can act.
Okay, I told you guys I wasn't going to talk. Elvis is incredible. That movie, I don't really dig that movie too much, but him as Elvis,
So good.
no one can tell me that performance wasn't next level amazing. Him as Fade Roth, amazing. I really want to see Caught Stealing.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. My review, simply put, was they're so attractive it makes me sick. There's the one scene of them just making out on the bed. And, like, honestly, it was just like, I hate both of you. Like, she's so hot and he's also so hot that it's just like...
And so is Vincent D'Onofrio or whatever his name is.
Vince D'Onofrio, he's got it.
He's that guy
Whatever
too.
he's got, I want.
Fair. No, really funny movie, though. It had...
Bad Bunny was good.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny is a good actor, dude.
Surprisingly.
I'm telling you, Happy Gilmore 2 is not that great of a movie. I really liked it. But, like, Bad Bunny is actually really good in that movie. I think he's got a lot of talent, truly.
I think he's just like a funny dude too, and he seems super nice.
Yeah.
Just kind of outside of like acting, but like
I respect the decisions that he made to not take his tour to the U.S. also. Yeah, I really like... I actually really like him as an actor. I'm not the biggest Bad Bunny fan musically. Just not my vibe.
I respect it though.
Yeah, not my vibe, but like I get it why people like him. He's good in the movie. Honestly, just really good performances all around. It is the perfect amount of like gruesome.
Oh, there were some
Like-
pretty like gory.
Yeah,
Scenes and
like
I'm
some gruesome scenes, but also funny at the same time. Like just a really good balance of that. And then the action, I was a little bit disappointed action-wise, just because in one of the interviews, Austin Butler was talking about how he watched like all of Jackie Chan's movies and is inspired by Jackie Chan's stunts and everything like that. So I was expecting a little bit more, and it just didn't deliver for me on that point, but I gave it 4 out of 5 stars.
Yeah. Well, and this is Darren Aronofsky's first like action movie, not dark, crazy, like weirdo type film. So I think maybe that's a lot of the reason maybe the action wouldn't have hit. I got to see it. I will see it and I'll check in. Would you
Yeah.
guys rate it?
He was 4. I was 4 also.
Nice.
Ali
Also-
also gave it 4
So
stars.
just a solid good flick.
Yeah.
I want to say one other thing.
Please do.
It had my boy DeFaro in it for a tiny bit, but Hollywood needs to start recognizing that he's that guy too.
DeFaro is cool. He's in
Warfare.
Oh,
He's
okay.
like
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one who's on the
also in,
computer with the headphones on a lot.
Yeah, he's in Reservation Dogs too, which is awesome.
Yeah, he's really good.
That's
Yes,
what I'm
yes,
like,
yes.
he's that guy, and I feel like he hasn't been in anything like besides Warfare. where he's like one of the main characters, you know.
Yeah,
I think
give him a
I think
shot.
you need
Yeah.
more of that.
What was funny is as soon as he popped up on the screen, I immediately thought of Landon. I
He's
immediately
sick.
was like, oh, Landon loved this part.
He's dope.
Yeah, he's
But,
cool.
Yeah, no, that movie's fun. I had some good twists too that I was like, did not see that coming at all,
All right.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
But
I liked
see
it.
Love it. I'll see it. I'm in.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. That is the vibe. That is-
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're only a day away. And he's an orphan, and she has no family because she's a little redhead bitch.
Hey, that's rude.
But it's not
Crazy,
about
dude.
the hair; it's about the character.
Redheads are popular now.
no redheads are great.
When I was growing up, redheads were hated.
Yeah,
Everybody hated redheads. Now everybody loves redheads.
because they're great. Look at you;
Thank you.
you're great.
I've always known I was great, but it just took a while for other people
I recognize
to
it from the
understand
start.
that. I appreciate you.
I think that's why you like me so much. I'm the hype man.
Facts.
And I'll hype you guys up anytime you need. Anyone out there, let me know.
you need a cameo from Seth just hyping you up.
Yeah.
Buy a hat.
Buy a hat.
Buy a hat, bitch.
At this point, buy a hat, you'll get whatever type of cameo you want.
Whatever type.
You know what I'm saying?
Would you guys lick for $20? DJ Khaled wouldn't.
DJ Khaled sucks, bro.
Do I get a pick whose it is, or are you picking
Random,
for me?
bro.
Nope. Nope.
Never.
$20? $20, bro. When you're in debt, you'll do anything for $20.
This is a fun question. I always talk about this with my work team. You're at
You guys are gonna get
you're
fired.
no, you're in Vegas. You're in Vegas after like the 4th of July. And you're at what's the most popular casino hotel in Vegas?
Caesar's Palace?
You're at Caesar's Palace. The night or so the morning after like the huge parties that they're throwing where everybody's been in the pool for the full day, all night long until it closes. The next morning, you're down by the pool and somebody offers you money to drink half of a red Solo cup of that pool water. How much money would you ask for to drink that?
$20, bro.
$20.
20 bucks?
Well, I'd probably go high at first. I'd be like 1,000. And then if they were like, okay, cool, I've got $1,000 in my pocket. If they're like, no, come on, dude, be realistic. I'm probably going down by 100 each time. 900.
So you do it for as low as $100.
As low as 20.
I think
Half
the
of a red
I
Solo
think the
cup?
lowest I would go is like $700.
I mean, some of the people that I work with were like 10 grand, 50,000.
That's ridiculous,
Like I
dude.
would
Half
never
a
do
red
it.
Solo cup. First of all, you're literally, if you're drinking alcohol and taking shots, you're drinking poison. I drink alcohol
Also,
sometimes.
think of how much chlorine is in that. Nothing's surviving.
What about there's a Band-Aid floating
No,
as
no.
they scoop the water up?
No, because
Then
that,
how much
that could
would
get
you-
stuck in your throat.
No, but the Band-Aid's not in the cup. It just was
Oh.
like next to it as
I don't know,
they scoop the
I'd
water.
still do it, bro.
Same price?
Probably. I'm in a weird place right now with money, so. Great question. Glad Caught Stealing was great. Now we're going to dig into the fun piece of this. We're going to talk about best trilogies. We're going to start with a blind rank. We each came up with 5 trilogies. How this will go, if you haven't watched.
Are these our favorite and I'm making you blind rank my
No,
favorite?
it's just,
or just
random. So like random 5 trilogies. We'll have Jackson start. He'll give us a trilogy. Me and Landon will choose where we're putting that, and then we'll go from there. But Jackson, give us the 5, dude.
Okay. First one, Men in Black.
I'm putting that at 5.
4.
Okay.
The third one's sick. And the first one.
Yeah.
I do love the third Men in Black. It makes me cry.
The
very
first
hard.
2 are really good also. Like,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong.
Well, yeah, but the third one's really good. Josh Brolin's really good as Tommy Lee Jones in that movie.
Kills it. Planet of the Apes. The new ones.
The new ones?
Yeah.
3.
I'll put that one at 2. I really love that
I
trilogy.
mess with that trilogy. Okay. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
I'll put that at 4.
I'm going to go 5.
Okay. How many was that? 3?
I just
Yeah.
have 2 and 1 left.
All right. The Matrix.
2.
I'll put that at 3.
All right. Well, Rush Hour.
1. I'm
One,
great
I
with
guess.
that.
Perfect.
So mine were number 1, Rush Hour, number 2, Planet of the Apes, number 3, Matrix, number 4, Spider-Man, number 5, Men in Black. I actually, the only ones I would change is Spider-Man and the Matrix if I were to redo it. So I feel good about mine.
Yeah. What was yours? You had 1.
Rush Hour. 2 was The Matrix. 3 was Planet of the Apes. 4 was Men in Black, and then 5 was Spider-Man.
Good.
I would switch Spider-Man though. I think that deserves like a number 2
just for
spot.
Spider-Man 2 alone. Honestly, the Matrix, the only reason like Spider-Man and that would change is I think Spider-Man's a better trilogy overall. But just for the Matrix 1, it's like you can't beat the Matrix 1.
I even think the Matrix 2 is really good. The Matrix 3 ending just pisses me off.
Yeah. Love that. Landon?
Yeah, these are some good trilogies. All right, 5. Ready?
Well, don't say 5. Just say
No. I'm saying 5
Okay.
trilogies. The
Okay.
first one I'm throwing at you is The Never-Ending Story.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
I'll put that at 5 just because
putting
I'm
that
not
at
as
5
familiar.
too.
Okay. My next one, Sonic, the new ones.
I'll put that at 4.
Okay.
I'm at 4 also. Didn't you give Sonic 3 5 stars?
Yeah, I love Sonic 3.
Sonic 3 is sick. My next one, X, or like Pearl, Maxine, X.
Oh,
I'll put that at 2.
I'm putting that at 3.
Okay. And then I got Pitch Perfect.
2.
Pitch Perfect, I'm great with 3.
Okay. And then my last one, Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, 1.
Love it. I'm in.
Yeah, definite 1. I would switch. I think I would put Pitch Perfect at 4,
Move
put X
Sonic
at
to
2, and Sonic at 3.
Yeah, mine is actually, I'd move Sonic as well, but I'd change that with Pitch Perfect, but I'd keep everything else the same. Okay, cool. So I had Ninja Turtles at 1. I had the X trilogy at 2, Pitch Perfect at 3, Sonic at 4, Never-Ending Story at 5.
I had Ninja Turtles 1, Pitch Perfect 2, X 3, Sonic 4, Neverending Story 5.
Okay, cool. Now my 5 for you guys. Dark Knight.
You're going to go with tough ones. Like, I know I picked ones that were pretty easy, I feel like, and I feel like Seth is going to throw, like, Dark Knight,
they're
Lord
good.
of the Rings.
They're good.
Like,
I'm going 3.
Okay.
I'm going to go... This is tough because I've been a Dark Knight hater on this podcast, but I'm going to have to go 2.
Okay. Love it. And then next we've got Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
4.
Yeah, I'm going to put it at 4 also.
Okay, we've got the OG Star Wars trilogy.
I want to put it at 3.
I'm going to go 2 on that.
Okay. Next, we have the Oceans trilogy,
5.
5. Number 1.
the Hobbit trilogy.
Oh.
Fair.
Look, The Hobbit, they're not bad movies.
No, they're bad.
They're not great movies.
I will stand on this. Those movies are bad. The worst decision that was ever made
Was to CGI the orcs.
I feel so bad for Peter Jackson, though, that I just let it cancel out. I really wish they would have just let Guillermo del Toro have the freedom he desired. Because can you imagine a Hobbit trilogy directed by Guillermo del Toro?
Yeah,
Have you
we're
guys
not
ever heard
crazy.
that story? How they were like a week away from shooting, and Guillermo del Toro left for creative differences. And Peter Jackson was in some kind of contract. They're like, you have to come direct these movies. Like, and he almost died. Like, he got so depressed. He hates the movies. It's
I don't
really
think the
sad.
first movie is bad. I think that the worst decision that they ever made was CGIing the orcs.
Yeah.
That made it look cheap and cheesy. But the first movie isn't a bad movie in my opinion. It's fun.
Yeah. I think the worst decision that was made was making it a trilogy instead of making it 1 or 2 movies.
Yeah, I think they could have gotten away with 2 movies because after the first 30 minutes of the third movie, it's all just made up stuff at that point.
Yeah.
So they should have just packed it into 2 movies and called
And
it.
I mean, there are good, like Smog is really good. I really like Benedict Cumberbatch. I think, yeah, the orcs are just, it looks fake and they're a big part of that story where it really hurts. But I mean, fun movies. I don't think they're necessarily good, but they're fun.
What's his name? The White Orc is sick though.
Yeah.
Also, the scene where his like deer or whatever picks up all the orcs with its antlers and then he cuts all their heads off.
Yeah.
True.
There's like little moments that I'm like, oh, those
Yeah.
are sick. But overall, I would not have that at number one.
That's a banger.
I would put Star Wars at number one though, and that would probably be my 5.
Respect.
Yeah, I probably would have
But-
put Star Wars at 1, bumped Spider-Man to 3, Oceans to 4, and The Hobbit at 5.
Yeah. Fair.
You really got me there with The Dark Knight, though. I thought that you were gonna come in really hot with like
The last one, he just knew what he was doing.
I know. They're all
did.
really good, but then The Hobbit, I was like, maybe they'll call my bluff. You didn't, which is fine. I get it. I wouldn't have called my bluff either. But I wouldn't no. Whatever.
You wouldn't have.
Thank
You wouldn't have.
Thank you, King.
The thing that's tough is like even putting Oceans at 5, like those are good movies also. You know what I'm saying? Like really every trilogy that you gave us except for The Hobbit, I would understand why certain people would put them in like 2 or 3 or even 1 for a lot of those.
Yeah, which leads us to we're talking about best. Let's do our top 5 trilogies. We'll talk about
Do they have to be like actually ranked? Because I don't know if I can like actually rank.
You don't have
mine.
to actually rank them. We'll just go through 5 of ours.
I'm ranking them how I feel about these movies right now in today. But my all-time ranking, like if I were to sit down and actually think about them all time, it might be different.
Fair.
But going through the 20-something trilogies that I could think of, this is the 5 best that I liked in today.
That's what I'm like. These are like my 5 favorite right now. I don't know how to rank them though, like in the top 5.
No, that's fair.
Nope, you got to figure it out.
Who wants to give theirs first? Run us through them and then let's talk about them.
You want to
You
start?
want me to? All right, my top 5, no particular order right now. I'm gonna go with the Tom Holland Spider-Mans.
Okay.
That's a hot take.
I just think. Anyway, we'll go to that later. The OG Star Wars,
Okay.
Lord of the Rings, Pirates of the Caribbean, and then the Mighty Ducks.
Love it. Love it. I was surprised you didn't put Mighty Ducks on your blind rank. I thought you were going to.
I had some freaking good ones for my blind rank. Like these are ones that I want to shout out as like you don't really think like trilogy that much. Aladdin. There's
Banger.
3 Aladdins.
Yeah, banger
The third
trilogy.
one's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cars.
It's a good trilogy.
I mean Guardians of the Galaxy.
Good trilogy.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
I haven't seen those.
What's
movies in
crazy about,
years.
but you think about this, here's where trilogies have their problems. And this is how you know you're a great trilogy is like Guardians, the second Guardians is not that good. You think about like, like The Matrix, the second and third are not that good. Like it's really hard to make a trilogy that continually builds. Like we're talking about with Dune or Lord of the Rings even, like say what you want, but it does build all the way. Toy Story from start to finish only gets better to the culmination where it's like, wow, I feel like I truly was on a journey, these 3 movies. But I feel like that's the hard thing with a trilogy is so many trilogies, the second film just like is not very good. They're fun typically because you look at the trilogy as a whole and you're like, oh, that was fun. But like, there's always kind of like a bad apple in there. It's hard to make like a perfect trilogy.
What trilogies can you think of off the top of your head where the second movie's the best movie?
I would say Terminator trilogy. Second movie's the best movie. If we're just taking the Alien movies, the base Alien movies, the second Alien movie's the best trilogy. This is Planet of the Apes, the new Planet of the Apes. The second movie's the best movie. I would say the OG Star Wars. Second movie's the best movie.
Mighty Ducks, for a lot of people, would say the
Mighty
second one's the
Ducks.
best.
I mean,
Creed.
Second movie's the best movie. X, I think Pearl is the best of those 3 movies. Dark Knight, second one's the best of those 3. I know Jackson doesn't necessarily agree. That's just the wide opinion. Spider-Man, second movie's the best movie. I'm sorry, I'm really going through everything, but in my opinion, the Ocean's trilogy, the second movie's the best movie.
My thing is I feel like
The Godfather, sorry.
Yeah, The Godfather 2 is the best one easily. The Godfather 1 is all right. I know people hate that I think that, but
It's okay. I've forgiven you.
yeah,
Ninja
thank
Turtles. The second one's the best.
you. Ninja
Secret
Turtles,
of the Ooze.
Secret of the Ooze.
Yeah.
My thing is where, like you said, a lot of them, it's the second movie that makes the trilogy fall flat. But I think for most, it's wrapping the trilogy that's the hardest for people to do.
Yeah.
That's why I'm most nervous about Dune Messiah coming out, because he's built so much in these first two movies.
I just have utmost faith.
I'm just a little bit nervous that wrapping this in a way where we feel like we don't need more is going to be hard for him to do.
I think where Dune will really hit its stride is, I think it's widely agreed upon for like hardcore Dune fans that Dune Messiah has like the most rich story. People typically like Dune more than they like Dune Messiah, but like Dune Messiah has like the most rich storytelling in my opinion, to where I'm like, Denis gonna have a field day with it. But no, I don't know. I can see where you're coming from though. I think it's just hard to make a perfect trilogy, because even in that sense, like I go to Toy Story for this. Like first movie comes out, bangs. Second movie, bangs even harder. And then you're like, okay, a third movie, what is it gonna like? What's it really gonna do? Like, how are they gonna wrap this up? And it just does it perfectly. And then of course they had to make 4, which is fine, and 5, whatever. But no, those are good, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jackson, will you give us your 5?
Yeah, so these are all how I feel about these trilogies right now, just in my life. Do you want me to start from 1? I think I want to start from 1.
Okay.
1, I have the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Okay.
I just think it's perfect. 2, I actually have Star Wars, but the prequels.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, the Tale of Anakin.
Okay.
I think that those movies are also perfect. I know a lot of people hate them. 3, I have Creed. 4, I have Pirates of the Caribbean. And 5, I have How to Train Your Dragon.
Nice. How to Train Your Dragon's a good poll. Those are great movies.
Yeah, banger movies.
I can't even remember the second 2.
Oh,
dude, they're good.
they're so good. I cried at the end of the third movie.
Yeah, they're really good.
Even at the end of the second movie, I cried.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, those movies go crazy.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I like those.
Thank
I like
you.
those picks. I think that's great. We have a little bit of overlap, but my number 1 is something that no one's even mentioned yet. But once I mention it, you guys will immediately be like, ah. My number 5 is the Dark Knight trilogy. My number 4 is the Terminator trilogy. I just really love those movies. My number 3 is Pirates of the Caribbean, that trilogy. My number 2 is Lord of the Rings. And my number 1 is Austin Powers.
Makes
It's
sense.
a perfect trilogy, in my opinion. It is so fantastic, and I think that story is really just great. But yeah, something that was in all 3 of ours, I just rewatched the Pirates trilogy. In fact, I watched the Pirates trilogy through twice in the past 2 weeks.
Because they bang.
Those movies are next level good. At World's End is one of the most fun adventure movies ever made, bar none.
That's why it's in my top 4.
And it's so good. Keira Knightley with that tan is looking nice. And Zoe and I actually talked about this the other day, because we were talking about we were on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, and there was something, and I looked at her and I was like, how beautiful is Keira Knightley in Pirates 3? She goes, yeah, she's a beautiful woman. I go, I really wish she was on this ride with us. I was like, Keira, you want to be a third?
Crazy.
I would never.
I mean, why not? You know, you might as well just DM her real quick.
It's my
find
hall
out.
pass. Her
Okay.
and Ana de Armas and...
It just names 10 people.
No, I'm joking. But other ones I wanted to mention, Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
obviously a great trilogy. Planet of the Apes, which was set in the blind rank, great trilogy. The Back to the Future trilogy is really good.
I have that in my 8th place.
I do think that's a trilogy that the first one's the best, and it does go downhill from there.
I agree.
But it's still a great trilogy. The Cornetto trilogy is really great. The Captain America trilogy is also very good when we're looking at Marvel trilogies. The X-Men, the original X-Men
I have that
trilogy is
one on
awesome. Last Stand isn't very good, but...
That
Last
was
Stand
fun,
goes
though,
so
dude.
hard, bro. The fight at the end is so
well,
sick.
that's fair, but it's not a good movie. Like,
No, but-
there's a lot of problems. But then...
When freaking Wolverine kicks the dude in the balls and says, grow those back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Madagascar is a really good trilogy.
The Hunger Games,
Hunger Games is a great trilogy.
Maze Runner.
Maze Runner.
those movies are good.
Have you read those books? Mm-hmm. Because those movies they're really good movies. They're fun. They're not very book accurate. And for them to have made, it's like the same when you look at Harry Potter when you're talking about like book accurate movies. Like the Harry Potter movies aren't book accurate.
Yeah.
But the movies are really, really good. And the Maze Runners, I feel the same. But I'm like, man, if they would have just made those actually book accurate, it would have just elevated them to the next level.
Yeah. No, I am so in. Any other ones to mention from you guys?
There's two that I want to shout out. The Santa Claus.
Of course.
Bangers.
Bangs. And then Three Ninjas.
Bangs, bro.
We don't count that fourth one at all.
Yeah.
That's a lot of movies. It's like the fourth one doesn't count in the Toy Story trilogy. The fourth and the fifth don't count in the Pirates trilogy.
I don't even know in the fourth Three Ninjas, none of the kids are the same.
Yeah. Well, like Indiana Jones, we don't count the fourth.
I don't remember. But then they had to bring in Hulk Hogan, and that was just stupid.
Terminator, we don't count any of those after the trilogy. The Mad Max trilogy is also very good.
The OG.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen 2 or 3.
What about the Equalizer, dude?
Equalizer is a fun trilogy, but the second one is like bad.
The third one was kind of sick.
The third one's really good.
Sick.
The third one's really good. The first one is amazing.
Yeah.
The second one, when I first saw that movie, I thought Pedro Pascal, I was like, oh, dude, I do not like him. Like, I don't think he's a good actor. But it's because that movie is like, when you watch Equalizer 1 and 3, you're like, oh, this bangs. But 2 is like completely different vibe, completely different story movie. Like, just didn't work for me.
What about trilogies that you're most excited for? Like, obviously, Dune and the
Avatar. But Avatar is going to be one of those, though, that, like, it's not a trilogy.
Yeah, because there's going to be 6 of them.
It's planned to be it's one of those where, like, we won't ever be able to say the Avatar trilogy. We'll just be able to say, like, the 3 Avatar movies that are out right now, bang.
Yeah.
But
I'm excited for the Gladiator trilogy. Ridley Scott just announced that he's written a lot of it.
Yeah.
I think that's going to go crazy.
Yeah. No, I think so. I'm trying to think what other trilogies are coming out. Give us another Den of Thieves.
Facts. Do you want to know they should have made a trilogy of the Charlie's Angels?
There is a trilogies of...
Is there a third one of the same cast of Lucy Liu and what's their names? The other 2 girls? I just thought there was 2 of them.
No, I'm pretty sure because there's Charlie's Angels...
Charlie's Angels Full Throttle or whatever the second one's called.
You are right. There are only 2.
Yeah, and then they made a new one in 2019.
That was not good.
Yeah, that had
Naomi Scott and Kristen Stewart's in it.
Bella.
Yeah.
Hey, we didn't talk about the Twilight trilogy because technically it's part 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Still, though, kind of a trilogy.
Well, I guess if you're doing that, though, you can't count Hunger Games as a trilogy.
No, well, I'm saying we should count.
Well, I know, but yeah, I'm just saying, like, depending on how you look at things.
No, yeah. That's fair.
But no, those are great. The Alien trilogy, I really like it. I actually really like Alien 3. It's not great, but it has moments for me that I really like. It's a lot of fun, in my opinion. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo trilogy is really good.
I haven't seen the second 2. I really like the first one, though.
Yeah, really good.
Count a Quiet Place as a trilogy, even though the one is like...
Well, once A Quiet Place 3 comes out, I would.
I guess, yeah, that makes sense.
But, like, A Quiet Place, just because they are different stories, I wouldn't count as a trilogy. But that's just me talking. You could really count most things as trilogies. Like, really. Because, like, Star Wars has 3 trilogies, but that's, like, set in stone of, like, OG, prequels, new generation.
Yeah, the new gen ones, like, I know we've talked a lot about those, but when you're comparing 3 movies, like, at them as trilogies, that one is very clearly in last place.
Well, that one just, in my opinion, of all of these things we've talked about, like, that one is not, I don't see it as a trilogy because the third one is so clearly, we didn't have a plan. Everyone hated the second one, so we completely rewrote this movie to be what we thought fans would like, and it doesn't work. Like, I truly like, man, I think they could have stuck the landing with number 3. I really like Last Jedi. I know a lot of people don't, but
I was going back and looking at some of our old posts on Instagram, and when we posted our Star Wars rankings, the comment sections were just people who were pissed off.
of course, dude,
About The Last Jedi.
Star Wars is one of those where like people are so, they get so in their feelings about it. I'm always like, hey, it's not that serious. Star Wars is fun. It's the same thing. Like I've always said, no matter what your Star Wars ranking is, you probably love Star Wars, and that's all that matters. Like you said, the prequel trilogy. While I don't agree, I can also see why you love those movies. Like Revenge of the Sith bangs. I rewatched that one, really like it. I still don't like the first 2, but I can understand why that would be like your favorite trilogy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think movies in general, it's one of those things where people get really in their feelings about movies. I know I do, right? And I know you guys do too. But it's like, at the end of the day, everyone sees different things. And everyone has those different bits of knowledge. And also everyone has different, like, you hear about me crying during Freakier Friday. And
The last 25 minutes.
last 25 minutes of Freakier Friday, you're probably like, are you kidding me? Why would you cry that long in that heart? But I'm like, it's the life I've lived. Like, I've had these different experiences where that movie touched me in a way that, like, Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. Not a lot of people like that movie, truly. Like, not a lot of people like it. But for me, it hits every spot I've ever needed it to hit. And that's the beauty of movies, right? Like, that's why we're here. That's why we do this. Any last comments before we wrap things up here today?
Have you seen the Three Colors trilogy?
No, but I was reading a lot about it today when I was looking
I
at
was reading a
trilogies.
lot about it too. It's very highly rated.
Give us Neja 3. That will be number 1.
Oh. Have you watched the first one yet?
Nope, but I know it's going to bang.
Hater.
Watch it.
Seth hates movies.
What can I say?
Change the name to the podcast to that. Seth hates movies.
Change Seth's handle on everything from Film Sleep Repeat to Film Hate Repeat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hates films. Repeat.
Yeah.
Look, I have one thing that I wanted to say.
Please say it.
So you know how it's like festival, whatever, and they're like doing premieres of all these movies, and then you got like the Smashing Machine came out, and they're like, there was a 21-minute standing ovation.
Yeah.
Is that not the most awkward thing ever? Like, when do you decide to stop clapping?
Well, it's very
like
normal in in those film festival settings like that. It's very normal because of the culture of those places. Like
21
Venice.
minutes though is like
That's a long
Well,
time.
that's always been talked about. Like, how do they keep clapping? But it always, like, you watch some of those videos where it like shows the whole 21 minutes. It's very awkward, but like it's always for me super funny because like sometimes it just doesn't correlate at all because I don't know. It's really silly, but I am excited to hear that people love the Smashing Machine. And
I just have so much beef with Dwayne Johnson. You've been feeding us dog shit for years just because you wanted to make a bag, to the point where you put in your contracts in your movies that your character can't die. And now you want to give us a great film?
well,
And show us that you actually can act?
Well, look, dude,
Like, where has this been?
Well, look, dude, but the thing about it is, I mean, he said it in his press conference. He said, look, I realized 2 years ago that, like, I wasn't I wasn't pushing myself. Like, I had a very clear objective. And
Yeah, make as much money as possible.
which is fine.
You
But like
greedy
the thing about it, dude, the thing about it is like he's got a long ways to go. He's still young enough to where like he can make great movies for a long time. And he even said he's like, I'm not doing blockbusters anymore. Like this is the new path I want to tread for myself. Like I want to push myself because I know I can. And I mean, I'm excited about it. I can see why you would have beef, but I'm like, I think we should just be excited that I've always said this. He's not a great actor, but he is one of the most charismatic actors you'll ever see. Just because, like, even in dog shit movies, like you're like, oh, The Rock, like, oh, that like he's having fun. That's cool. But like, I'm really excited for the Smashing Machine. I'm really excited for that. Yeah, I'm just ready for more movies to come, and I need to catch up on so many.
No, I think it's gonna be sick. I I can't get over the fact that they literally just stand there and clap for like 20 minutes.
Oh no, I get that.
Because like me as a person,
like,
if I'm that actor, I'd be like, yeah, stop, sit down.
I think
like,
yeah. Well, also artists love to suck their own. It's always been a thing. Like artists, like for us, we're like, yeah, that's awkward. But for them, like, imagine your entire life you've worked for something, and like for some reason, people are standing up for 21 minutes and cheering you on and clapping. Like, it's stupid. Like, I don't think I'd ever get to a point where that'd be like, oh, but it is kind of like one of those things where, like, for artists, it's like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like, people really appreciate what I did. But no, I don't know. That's a fair point, though. I've always thought it's super awkward. It's just part of the culture.
My thing is, I'm like, 21 minutes is a long time.
A very long time.
But also, you know how, Seth Rogen's doing the studio?
Yeah.
I saw someone tweet, they need to make a full episode of just being there while everyone's clapping.
That's
have, like,
funny.
Seth Rogen being like, what the...
That would be
Did
funny.
you see Seth Rogen was taking pictures at the standing ovation of the Smashing Machine? He was like taking pictures of everyone, and I was like, that is cool. I just love that, like, people love supporting good movies, even if it is awkward and even if it is stupid. Like, I'm glad that there's people out there who just love the art. Like, because that's how movies continue getting made that we love to see, is like these artists knowing that like what they put out there is appreciated and loved.
No,
But no, yeah.
I agree. I like that everyone loves it, but I just am like, that's so long.
Yeah, from an outsider's perspective, it's like, what the...
It's like,
I just need movies to come out. Like, I just want all of them to come out tomorrow, and I just want to watch all of them.
I need to catch up first, but yeah, for sure. But isn't that part of the fun, though? Like, the anticipation, like, I was thinking about it, like Avatar 3, for example. Like, I am so excited to see that movie, but part of the reason, like, watching that trailer and rewatching it multiple times as I have over the past couple weeks, I'm like, man, it is so nice to just have something, even on like terrible days, to be like, oh, Avatar 3 is going to come out at the end of this year. Or you see a bad movie, you're like, hey, we've still got this to look forward to.
the thing is, I haven't really seen many bad movies. I feel like we rate things pretty highly.
No, yeah, we rate things very, very highly.
But usually I think it's just perspective, because if I go into it trying to find things that are wrong with it, then you're going to rate it poorly.
Yeah.
But if I look at the things that I'm like, oh, that was kind of
if you're charismatic about it, you're going to find, things to love.
Hey.
And then if you don't like a movie, it's probably because something was a real sticking point, and that's fair, you know?
True.
Well, so to end, what's your most anticipated movie for this week?
For this week, my most anticipated movie is probably The Conjuring. I'm excited to see how they finish up the series and excited to see that.
Mine's probably Splitsville.
I think mine's The Conjuring also.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just, after like Weapons and then even like 28 Years Later and also
Bring Her Back was this
Bring
year.
Her Back. Yeah, I just feel like we're on a really good run of horror movies.
Yeah. And this is more of like a studio horror movie where it's made for the masses, right? So it won't be as good, but it will still hopefully scare me because The Conjuring, every one of the Conjurings has scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, I mean,
Fair.
Splitsville's also going to go crazy.
Yeah.
You want to know what I'm not excited for? Freaking Hamilton on the big screen. We just don't need any more of Hamilton.
Oh, no. I mean, it's just one of those re-releases where it's like, oh, September's slow. We can make a lot of money.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
You know what I'm most excited for this week, though? Two
What?
Towers in theaters.
Facts.
Put
You want
me
to
in
know what
the
also
seat.
looks sick?
What?
The animated movie, The Legend of Hay, I think is how you pronounce it. Looks sick. But that's the second one also, so
Yeah. Well,
got to watch the first one.
Yeah. Well, no, that's a great way to finish. That's Jack's Pete on Letterboxd. That's Lando Pete on Letterboxd. I'm Saurus19 on Letterboxd. Thank you for listening to our podcast. Thank you for listening to us be silly and dumb and everything in between. And we'll see you guys next week.
Gang.
Peace, gang.